Rice is a staple food in West and Central Africa. And these farmers are growing a breed called Nerica, specially adapted for African conditions. After years of skyrocketing food prices, many governments here are promoting Nerica in an attempt to take control over their country's food supply.
The global food crisis isn't necessarily a death sentence. It could actually be a great economic opportunity.
That's certainly been the case in the West African country of Benin. In 2008, after the price of imported rice nearly quadrupled, the government declared a food emergency, calling on development partners like the UN's International Fund for Agricultural Development to help farmers increase Nerica production quickly. A decision that generated a boom in local rice production.
The government, IFAD, and others, they all came to the same conclusion. The solution to the food crisis was to increase our own agricultural production.
Nerica is a cross between drought-tolerant African rice and high-yielding Asian varieties that matures fast, is more pest-resistant, and doesn't require as much water. But for farmers like Michel Mama, it's the yield that counts most. After replanting his only hectare of land with Nerica, he harvested 4 times as much rice.
1 hectare of Nerica gave me 6 tons of rice. That's 6 tons of rice. 1 kilo is worth 350 francs. It has changed my life incredibly.
80% of rice farmers in Benin are women, like Brigitte Adassin, a 30-year-old mother of 6. Her experience is a remarkable example of how the government's support for local production is changing the lives of poor farmers. With just 1 hectare of Nerica, Brigitte says she earned about $2,000 profit in just 1 season. She's invested some of that money in expanding her farm, acquiring more land to grow peanuts, soya, and corn, which she stores and then resells at an even bigger profit when prices are higher.
People are impressed. They see all the money I'm making and that I'm reinvesting in other businesses, and they want to do the same. So it's becoming quite competitive.
Brigitte's biggest business venture so far has been to invest some of her profit into the construction of a 4-unit apartment building. For a woman who's been living on less than $2 a day, the move to real estate developer is a significant step.
I'm happy, and if I had a drum, I would dance. Before, I earned just a little money farming, but now with Nerica, I earn a lot more, and I'm investing in my future.
All this because rice became too expensive to import, a scenario that the developers of Nerica don't imagine will change soon.
Over the next 10 years, the rice price will be much higher than it was in the past. That I can guarantee you. That means that we have to work on African rice production to make sure that we can grow enough food for African consumers.
With continued support, Nerica developers believe that in the next 10 years, African farmers could be producing as much as 60 million tons of rice a year, enough to satisfy local consumption and export to international markets.